Welcome to Austin, Texas, the site for this matchup in the Big Ten between the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. I'm David Roy, in the booth with me tonight, my broadcast partners, Mike Peters, Matt Pack, and gentlemen, the expectation when this game got flexed to tonight was that both quarterbacks were going to come out and put on a show, and I don't think that expectation has gone away.
No, I don't think so at all. It's been building all week, knowing these two are about to go at it. Two powerhouses in the Big Ten, colliding here early in the season. Let's see what happens.
We will get our first look at the Texas offense led by Vito Pepino, the back-to-back offensive player of the week. So far in the season, 13 total touchdowns, 8 touchdown passes in 2 weeks, and no interceptions. He has been flawless.
He has been. It's going to be interesting to see if he can keep that up. Consistency is the key to this league. He needs to prove he can do that.
Pepino will start to throw, dancing right, has time, steps up, and a great throw and catch for Thor Gunderson and an early 17-yard gain.
Well, Gunderson had to climb the ladder for that one, but he's able to do just that, David. Makes a quick turnaround. Ball comes in, he jumps for it, and just makes a silly catch. Pepino makes a good throw. The defender can't get to it. Quick first down for the Longhorns.
Kai Brummer changed jerseys tonight as one who stopped Gunderson, keeping him from maybe having the early score for Texas.
It's going to be weird referring to him as number 1 instead of 44.
And off here for Brandon Black, who was promoted, got the starting job, and there's why, an early 8-yard run for him.
That's an interesting change. Raj Walker was doing pretty well, averaging 5 yards per carry. Black only 3.5. But Texas wanted to change it up a little bit, and we'll see how it works out for him.
Read option keeper Vito Pepino off the right side, and a stiff arm will get him the first down, but held to a modest gain of 6.
And that's one thing Oregon has to do is they can't let Pepino get loose on the sidelines like that. They've got to corral him when he runs.
I think he stayed too far in. Should have went outside, let John McAdams get a hold of him.
4 wide, trips left, Pepino to throw, going to take it a run, and he runs into McAdams, who gets the sack.
Well, 2 stops there for McAdams. I guess they didn't credit him with the first one, but he gets in there and gets the sack. 5-yard loss. I haven't seen that a lot from Texas so far this season. 2nd and 15 early on. We'll see how Pepino and company deal with it.
Texas, they were in Oregon territory, backed up, though, to the midfield stripe as Pepino out of a 4 wide set. He'll look to throw over the middle. The pass is caught in the shiftiness of Cash Jackson, another 17-yard gain.
Wow, the catch was good. The run after was much better. Cash Jackson just makes that little, kind of backwards inside cut and then picks up a whole lot more extra yards. It was a good run by him, and, that's how they handled that. So.
Yeah, they didn't seem like they had any problems. 2nd and 15, no big deal. They get it right back on the first play after the sack.
Both passes for Pepino on this drive have been 17 yards as the tight end Meeks comes in motion. Pepino to throw again, dancing right. Wants the end zone, jump ball back in the end zone, touchdown Fowler.
Well, there he goes again. He puts perfect pass on that one. I thought maybe he overthrew it when he let it go, but he drops it in there. Perfectly thrown ball right at the back of the end zone. Nobody's receiver could get to it, and just like that, Texas up 6-0.
Everything going on. The Longhorns offense is getting everything they want right now. Everything's going their way. Oregon defense made a couple of plays on that drive. Now let's see what Oregon's offense can do against this Texas defense.
A quick opening drive for the Longhorns. Took up about a minute and a half off the clock, and now out comes an Oregon offense that so far it's going to be what we expected. A shootout and having to play keep up, and DeFrost is going to play a big role in that.
Well, he will. Jefferson Allen, his quarterback, is going to play a big role as well. He's got 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick on the season. He's been over 400 yards already. He's going to be a key to this. Can he keep up with Pepino?
Allen throwing deep, jump ball intercepted by the Texas defense and running it back to midfield. What a return by Mark Cole.
Well, Jefferson Allen loads up early, throws into triple coverage though. Mark Cole comes down with it. Texas getting the ball back. Not what you want to give this Longhorn offense that just scored as quickly as they did. It's another shot right away.
Well, Pepino looked great on that first drive, especially on the touchdown pass. Allen comes out trying to match him right away, throws in a triple coverage. It's not what you want to do, and Texas an opportunity to take a 2-score lead here early on.
Empty backfield, Pepino throwing over the middle. Thor Gunderson, second catch of the night, gets 5.
Well, Gunderson's averaging 7 catches and 99 yards per game. He's been a big part of this offense. Early on tonight, nothing changing.
From the gun with Black to the left of Vito Pepino. Bubble screen, left side, and Oliver Fields. A modest gain and a short third down.
Well, they've got them a 3rd and 2 now. You know, they've forced Texas into a 3rd down. Can they get a stop here, force them to punt? It's going to be very interesting.
Two backs in the backfield here for the Longhorns. Taraj Walker checks in to go with Brandon Black as Pepino over the middle, drop pass, and an incompletion.
I didn't see who that was that dropped that one, but that should have been an easy conversion. And now nothing doing after the interception for Texas. Wasted opportunity at points there.
So the punt is away, and it will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Oregon, crisis averted, right? They avoid falling behind by 2 scores against a Texas offense that was rocking and rolling their first drive.
Well, we got to see how Jefferson Allen responds. Throwing a pick on your first pass, not the way you want to start, but it's all about how you respond to adversity.
Allen will start the gun, bringing a receiver in motion. That's Sanders who comes across, and they'll go with a give. Puma Longtree fighting his way close to the first down marker, but not quite there.
A Longtree, a good job on his first carry of the night, picks up 9 yards. I mean, just puts his head down, runs straight ahead. You know, this Texas defensive front's going to make it tough for him tonight, but he had an easy time on that run.
Allen comes under center on 2nd down, play fake, and a quick little throw into the flats for the fullback, who is stopped after he picks up the first down.
Well, a nice play there by Connor Looney to come up and make the tackle, but Jefferson Allen checks it down in the flat, does what he needs to, gets the first down and moves the chains.
Going to empty out the backfield on this first down. Ball spotted at their own 34 as Longtree comes in motion to the left. They'll set the screen and go to him, and Longtree cannot outrun the grizzled veteran in just in time.
I like the way that they set up the play right there. They, you know, motioning Longtree over there to that side where the blocking was set up, but just in time, just too quick getting to it, only allows a yard.
Pistol set, Jefferson Allen with 3 wide, and he'll look to throw. Steps up, has to go short, and Sanders backs his way out of bounds, gets 2 and a medium 3rd down.
Yeah, he let him a little bit too much. Sanders had to adjust to make the catch. Now we'll see, can they get the first down, keep this drive going, or can Texas get him off the field?
Single back set, 5-step drop, Allen. Downfield, he's got the first down, Bates, and he's able to come back to complete it.
Well, Bugsy Bates, I mean, already this season has put on huge numbers. He's had 11 catches, 264 yards coming into this game. That's his first one tonight for a huge first.
Bates is the only receiver in the league with over 200 yards receiving coming in to tonight as Allen. They'll go back to that halfback screen for Longtree, and the Texas defense, they looked ready for, but the ball came free at the sideline.
Well, they use it again, and he pump fakes it and then throws it again. It still creates some room, but Longtree on the outside luckily uses the sideline to help him out. That's not it's not going to be a turnover, but he's got to play better ball control there.
Well, and it looked like Texas was more ready for it that time, and yet he still got 5.
Well, he's a slippery little guy out there.
Despite the neck roll.
It's like guys that drive trucks.
Allen, short right side, pass called by the walk-on, who slips a tackle and then pushed out of bounds at the Texas 41.
Well, Texas playing a little bit too soft to coverage there, Matt.
Well, they were backed off a little bit right now, and Jefferson Allen doing a good job throwing underneath, picking them apart.
Single back set with Allen under center, and Longtree gets a breather on the sideline. They go draw play, and just in time greets the walk-on Todd Martin after a gain of 1.
Well, I don't know if the walk-ons are going to get a lot of yards, especially with this linebacking core. Tyson Kane Blade and just in time. Going to make it tough for Longtree. The walk-on's going to have even more tough time out there running the ball.
On the gun, Allen with a blitz coming. Dancing in the pocket, goes short, and Newsom able to scoop it up off the turf.
Well, Newsom does a good job of, just keeping that from being an incompletion. It does pick up a couple of yards, but long 3rd down for the Ducks here.
Pistol set, 3 wide, Allen. The 4-man rush goes short of the line to gain, and it will be 4th down.
Well, he let him a little bit too much there, again on the sideline, but they're going to go for it here from the 36, try to convert this early 4th down.
11th play of the current drive, and Allen looking to keep it alive, going downfield, broken up by Connor Looney.
And Looney getting his hands on it again, and Allen living dangerously.
Well, he was going for Bugsy Bates there, and Bates, Bugsy Bates goes up, almost gets, he tries to get to it, but Looney does a good job knocking it away. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Texas gets the ball back again.
Well, Looney looks like the bigger guy and also had the better jumps, got up there. Squiddy a.k.a. Bugsy Bates, a little slow adapting to that one.
This drive will begin from their own 36, and Brandon Black gets rocked by Jedediah Longtree.
Longtree getting in there. I've nicknamed him Jedi. He used some Jedi mind tricks on there. Like, you do not see me here, and lays him out.
Well, with all that wide, it might be hard to see him. It's blinding. Two backs in the backfield with Taraj Walker and Brandon Black flanking Pepino. He's going to swing it out to Black, and guess who? The Jedi there in the backfield.
Jedediah Longtree right there, he reads where the pass is going, does such a good job, doesn't try to, he knows he's not going to get there to try to break up the pass, so what's his next point of action? Just takes the guy's head off, so that's exactly what he does.
Texas now backed up inside their own 35. Ball spotted at the 34 for 3rd and 12. Pepino dancing over the middle. Pass is complete, but it's not enough for a first down.
Well, Pepino looked great on the first drive, had that nice touchdown, but Oregon's defense stepping up a little bit here, stopping them on the last 2 drives and making things a little bit tougher. We'll see how Pepino and company adapt because they haven't really felt that kind of adversity yet this season.
Punt fielded from inside the 20, and Kai Brummer gets it out across to the 31. So talk about the Oregon defense and what they've done. Been pretty well at stopping Texas outside of their first drive, but the Texas defense, they've played really well early on here too.
Yeah, they're not giving up much. Jefferson Allen doesn't look really comfortable back there. He's going to have to get a little bit more comfortable, use that run game to set up the pass.
Well, they will do exactly that with a give to Longtree on first down, and Puma Longtree picks up the first down on his second carry of the night.
All right, well, if they can get Longtree going in this run game, it doesn't really make sense on paper with the front 7 that Texas has, but Longtree's having some success right now between the tackles. If I'm Oregon, I keep going up the middle and pounding that thing until they make a stop.
Longest run of the night for Longtree, longest play of the night for Oregon as a pass on the wheel route, and Puma Longtree a first down.
Well, they get him going in the receiving game. He's only got 6 catches on the season, but runs a great wheel route down the sideline, perfectly placed ball there by Jefferson Allen, showing a little bit of that touch that we saw from Pepino on their touchdown. And if they can keep that in the minds of Texas, you got to be extra aware when he leaks out, and what is he going to do?
First down in 10, ball spotted at the Texas 34. From the gun, Allen, and the give to Longtree, ran into Jeremy Fears at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what we're going to see a lot from this Texas defense, is they do stuff the hole pretty well. But Puma Longtree still, he's off to a good start. I think they need to trust him.
On the gun, 4 wide, Allen. 3-man rush. Steps up, takes a shot, and the pass on the corner, incomplete.
Just led him too much, and we've seen that 3 times now already in this first quarter, where Allen's touch is a little bit off on those sideline routes. Leads them too much, another long 3rd down.
Allen get a motion for Newsom from left to right. Jefferson Allen, 3-man rush, dancing under pressure, and the pressure gets home. Pass incomplete.
Well, he held on to it, looking for something downfield. Felt like one of his guys was going to get open. End up holding it too long. Takes the sack. Going to force the field goal try.
This will be a 51.5-yard field goal attempt for Justin Case. And from that left hash, he delivers.
Well, he drilled that one. Showed good leg on that one. He's been a pretty reliable kicker since joining the team last season, and he nails that one. Oregon's still behind, but they got to feel like they got a little bit of the monkey off their back, getting the first points on the board.
Case 5 of 6 on field goals this season. First points on the board for the Ducks, and as he said, got to feel good, but this may not feel too good as Walker bounced outside. Decent return for him, meaning decent starting field position for a Texas offense that they haven't played poorly, but they've had a few issues on 3rd down.
Well, you wonder if switching Taraj Walker and Brandon Black maybe is playing into that, a little bit of discontinuity.
From the gun, the give, Brandon Black cuts it back upfield. Great vision to find the hole and get a nice chunky yardage.
Yeah, and Jedediah Longtree comes in on the big hit right there. We see, Black does a good job on the run and just gets swallowed up by the big middle linebacker.
Second down for the Longhorns, 4 wide. And the give back to Black. Outside to the right, he's got the edge and a first down.
Well, now we're starting to see why Texas decided to put Brandon Black back there. He's showing some explosiveness, averaging 6 yards a carry, only 4 carries. But if he can keep running like that, that's going to take a lot of pressure off of Vito Pepino.
4 wide, trips bombing the screen, but they're going to bring a man in motion into the backfield for triple option. And Pepino, the pitch right back to him, and able to somehow get positive yardage is Fowler.
They did almost the exact same play last week where Pepino let it. Fowler wasn't far enough out in front. They got that one off a little bit better than this one, but they got to run that play and practice it a little bit more because it's ugly when they run it.
Oregon showing blitz. They bring it as they give to Taraj Walker back to the left side. Not quite enough for – no, he got back on his feet and stumbled backwards, but they give him the forward progress, 3rd and short.
Well, I mean, again, Taraj Walker fighting on that. We've seen that through the first 2 weeks. He's fighting hard on the runs he's making, but brings up a short 3rd down.
Texas has struggled on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 2. Another blitz coming in the give. Black can't get there.
Good defense there by Oregon. They get 2 defenders in there that collapse down on them, not let them get free, and they shut them down. And once again, Texas going to have to punt the ball away.
Well, that is where we end the first quarter. Texas up 7-3 over the Ducks. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube Live. Start of the second quarter in this Big Ten Conference matchup between the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. And Texas having to punt on a 4th and 2, and Kai Brummer on the return. Decent return for him, able to get it out across to the 33-yard line. So out comes an Oregon offense. Last drive ended in a long field goal. It was 51 yards away. They haven't found a way to get into the red zone yet.
Well, they're going to have to figure that out. They got to not only get in the red zone, but find a way to get into the end zone so they can put some points on the board. Eventually, I think these offenses are going to both start breaking out.
Allen to throw on 1st down, and he has time, finds D. Frost, who gets out to midfield.
That's a good way to open the drive up there, David. We see, D. Frost coming across on the just the cross route there, and Allen's able to find him, leads him just enough. It's a good start to the play. Oregon, they've got to mix this thing up. They've got to keep Texas guessing, and both these defenses playing really well right now, though, for both teams.
Well, neither defense has allowed either offense to make a trip into the red zone yet tonight. It's Allen under center, single back set. 5-step drop, dancing right, comes back to the left for a check down for the walk-on, who's got the 1st down out across to the 32.
Well, Allen's looking a little bit more comfortable as this game goes along. He's finding his reads, didn't see anything downfield, saw the pressure coming to him, checks it down, gets the wide open guy, is able to turn upfield and pick up the 1st.
Connor Looney made the tackle to end that play, and so pistol full house from the Texas 32, and the give to Longtree, bottled up in the backfield. Ragnar Wood, the 1st man there.
Well, Ragnar Wood does a good job. We see Tyson Kane Blade in on that play as well. Texas defense sniffs that run out, puts Oregon, 2 yards behind on 2nd down.
Single back set. Allen, the give, Longtree trying to find a cutback lane, got a yard, but it's still a long 3rd down once again for Oregon.
Well, they're finding themselves in these situations a little bit more than you'd like. 1 for 3 so far. You're not going to have a lot of success in offense with a lot of long 3rd downs.
From the gun, Jefferson Allen, Aaron Newsom, the tight end in motion. A 5-man rush as Allen floats it downfield, jump ball incomplete.
Giovanni Cavelli does a great job jumping up, knocking that thing away. Allen, looked like he had a man at least going in a one-on-one jump ball situation, just not able to convert.
Another 51-yard field goal attempt here for Justin Case, and from about the middle of the field, and Case puts it through again.
That one was nothing but money. He set him up right in the middle of the field, and he just drills it right down the fairway. And his second 50-yard field goal of the night. Got a 1-point game.
Yeah, in Oregon, their offense is looking better slowly but surely as the game's going on. But what's been impressive to me tonight, we're expecting this huge offensive, light show as we call it. These defenses are locking people down right now.
So the touchback will bring Texas out to their own 25-yard line, and that is where Pepino will go to work. Bubble screen, right side, and lowering the shoulder was Cunderson, but he got the shoulder light into him.
Well, he takes the hit. I would have liked to see him try to go outside a little bit. Well, he did. Maybe he cuts in inside. Just good pursuit. There was 2 defenders there, so not a lot of room for him to go there. Good job by the Oregon defense. And, again, both of these defenses doing a good job of not letting anything really break free downfield.
The only biggest play was a 33-yard touchdown pass to end Texas's first drive. Outside of that, neither team has made a really big play of 20-plus yards, and neither team has been able to get into the red zone.
Well, Jedediah Longtree on that play there. Pepino tries to take off on that midline read, and Jedediah Longtree is having none of it. Just swallows him up, 3rd and 3.
Texas yet to convert on 3rd down tonight. Jedediah Longtree's been a big part of that, and here he is to halt the conversion again. What a hit.
Well, Brandon Black got introduced to this game very harshly as Jedediah Longtree comes in and lays the hammer on him. Want to give a shout out to Jacob Schneider, who's Pimp Daddy Jacob on Discord. Be sure to like the video so we can get it in some other people's feeds, get some new blood here in the CFSL.
Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And you know what? We'll take this opportunity to give a shout out to everybody in the live chat. Hunter Lewis, Austin Crow, Ty Perry, Juby, Devin Davis, King T23, Isaiah Fowler, Corey Dickerson, Jacob Schneider, Mark Cole, and anybody else I might have missed. I apologize. Quick run to the outside. Longtree, a yard.
How do you miss Bubba's karaoke?
I did not see Bubba's karaoke.
Georgia
give a shout out
fans,
to him as well.
Georgia fans back in chat. So got a lot of things going on here on a Monday night in CFSL.
Yeah. The prodigal son is returned.
2nd and 9 upcoming for the Ducks. Jefferson Allen from the gun, 3 wide. Newsom, the tight end, in motion. Allen with a blitz coming, steps up, and a wide open defrost over the middle. Nice chunky yardage out to the Texas 32.
And again, they're starting these drives, pretty well, picking up the first down, using their deep threats, using defrost, using Bugsy Bates. But it's like Mike said earlier, they've got to close the drive out. They've got to get into the end zone. They've got to put the pressure on Texas. At this point in the game, points are a premium.
Pistol full house. Play fake, and they don't get it off. Nick Harley in the backfield for a loss.
Well, that's one of those situations where the play fake comes back to bite you. It's the 3rd sack in 3 games for Harley. And once again, Oregon gets a little momentum to start. Now they find themselves on a long 2nd down. Can they convert, or is just in case going to try another 50-yard field goal?
Single back set. 3-step drop, quick throw, and Frost somehow able to snag it. Got half the distance needed, 3rd and 7.
Had 2 Longhorns hanging off of him the whole time there, and still, like you said, able to pull that thing down. Still a longer 3rd down, but, hey, you got 5.
The Longhorns look like 2 slabs of meat hanging off of it.
Allen swings it underneath, and the Longhorns are ready for it. Newsom stopped.
Well, here comes just in case one more time. Good thing they got a kicker. Now he's lined up from the right hash, so this one's not going to be easy.
This will be a 44-yard field goal attempt, and just in case is just who the doctor ordered for the Ducks. He gives them the 2-point lead.
3 for 3 tonight. He's the only source of scoring so far for Oregon.
Yeah, but he's got him a lead right now, so you can't complain too much about it. I like the way Oregon's looking in spurts on offense. I don't like it. They haven't put a whole drive together, but you cannot complain about this defense right now.
Well, you got to wonder if it's going to come back to bite them, not converting on these drives later in this game.
Vito Pepino to begin this drive. Quick throw on the out route, and Brandon Fowler, modest gain of 5.
And Alaga's there playing good coverage on him. Takes him down. Fowler not able to get much open, but it's still a nice pickup to start the drive.
Trips punch to the right side of the formation here on 2nd down, and Pepino standing in, a pass rusher game free, and that was Brummer on the blitz.
Brummer comes back flying out of the secondary. Pepino holds on to it a minute, holds on to it too long. Brummer able to capitalize.
The Longhorns are yet to convert on 3rd down. The receivers in tight to the formation. Quick throw over the middle. Gunderson got rocked, but he did enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, Longtree must have been watching Isaiah Fowler at the end of last week, and he's wanting to make a name for himself because he is laying the lumber out there.
Handoff. Brandon Black got dragged down after he was able to get 4 yards. Looked somewhat akin to a face mask.
Well, Andrew Harris able to just ride him down from behind right there. Keeps him to a short game.
Did David say somewhat akin to a face mask? Akin.
Quick pass out to the outside, incomplete.
I think akin is the word he's looking
Akin
for.
is what I think we're going for.
Akin
there.
to the face.
There you go.
Okay.
Where did you learn akin? Was it in?
Well,
Never mind.
It's at Ohio Education. 3rd and 6. Pepino out of the gun. going short, and Brandon Black got led out of bounds.
Not really liking what I'm seeing from Texas on these third downs. They're struggling on third downs. They're not going with great play calls. They're throwing everything short of the marker, and it's not really winding up for them. This is what, the third punt for them already? Fifth punt. Good Lord.
5 straight punts for this Texas offense outside of that opening drive. When they put together a scoring drive, led to that touchdown from 33 yards out. Outside of that, not a lot doing for them. And you look at the two offenses, they're pretty similar.
They're pretty similar in the fact that they're having a hard time moving the ball. Texas hadn't got points since the first drive, and Oregon, all they're getting is field goals right now.
Longtree with a stiff arm, going to help them get a nice little chunky yardage there and make it a short second down.
Well, this could be a situation where you're basically facing the other team's offense in practice every week. And so you already kind of know what they're going to do and how to shut it down. And now the defense are just prepared for it because it's not that different from what they normally see.
Play fake Allen dancing to his right as time. Still with time, fires and finds the open tight end Newsome.
That's just impressive. A, the blocking that he had there, to have that kind of time in the pocket. And B, Allen could have taken off and run right there, but he watches Newsome and thinks he thinks his man's going to break open. He does exactly that and picks him up a huge gain.
Ball spotted now at the Texas 30 with Jefferson Allen in the gun. Trips bottom of the screen. Allen over the middle. Chance Sanders. Not quite enough for a first down, but he's only a yard shy.
Well, Oregon's looking really good right now. They're moving the ball. They're coming up with some nice plays, but now they're at that situation. They haven't been in the red zone yet. Can they get in the red zone? And can they finally convert one and put it in the end zone?
Allen. Quick throw on the wide receiver screen and able to get into the red zone is Chance Sanders for a first down.
Well, it gives them a new set of downs exactly now with their first and 10 inside the 20. Can Oregon capitalize on this? They've got great field position. Can they put this thing in and get a touchdown?
I formation, the give. Puma Longtree caught from behind by Tyson Kane Blade, and yet he falls forward for a nice little gain of 3.
Well, Longtree started out pretty well, but he's down to 4.3. This Texas defense starting to shut him down, clogging down on him. It's going to be tough to get this one in the end zone, I think.
Hand off Longtree, wrestled down yet again. This time the outside linebacker, Adrian Taylor.
Well, Taylor comes flying in, just drags him down from behind. Longtree having a hard time since those first couple of carries, like you said. Another long third down for the Ducks here, but let's see what they do.
Longtree checks out 2 walk-ons in the backfield, and they set up the halfback screen. There's blocking in front for the walk-on, but he can't get the first down. Pushed out of bounds at the 10.
Well, Ragnar Wood was waiting on him, and maybe that's where having those walk-ons come back to bite you. If that's Longtree, does he convert? So the 4th field goal attempt here for just in case.
This will be from the left hash, and it will be a 27-yarder, and just in case continues to be perfect on the night from range.
Well, I don't think Vito Pepino is going to be up for player of the week so far, but maybe just in case will. 4 for 4 in field goals so far.
Once again, having to kneel it in the back of the end zone is Texas's Josh Huffman. So Texas, our last 5 drives, they've all ended in punts. One drive, their opening drive, that's the only points they have.
And that's and it's got to be a little disconcerting, especially for Juby, the AD. Well, look at that.
There's the shot downfield, and Oliver Fields in a foot race, and he will break the scoring drought for the Longhorns.
Well, it appears to be big shots or nothing. Boom or bust for this Texas offense. Fields beats the defense. Pepino finds him, and he's able to win a foot race to the end zone. Unfortunately, Texas hasn't been able to do much outside of those 2 big plays, but right now it's enough. It's got them back out in front.
Well, yeah, they've made 2 really good plays on offense, and that's got them a 2-point lead.
The long throw to Oliver Fields, and Kai Brummer just couldn't quite catch him in time to keep him out of the end zone. And so Texas, they fell behind. They sat from behind for a little while and said, look, enough's enough. Here's a shot downfield. Watch us take that lead back.
Well, that's what's dangerous with big strike offenses is they can play from behind, and all of a sudden a couple big plays and they're out in front, or they're starting to run away with a 2-score lead. And, now it's going to be imperative for Oregon to move the ball down the field. At some point, they're going to have to get a touchdown, you think?
They have to. They can't keep relying on field goals and expect to be able to beat this Texas team. Texas's offense is not going to stay contained the entire game. It's just not going to happen.
Well, and Oregon's offense has shown that they can make some pretty big plays of their own. The two offenses have been similar. Oregon has taken shots downfield, just better coverage downfield by the Texas secondary. First down and 10, both spotted from their own 30. Allen with a four-man rush. Goes short. Puma Longtree lowers his shoulder and is able to move the sticks.
Well, what you were saying before, David, is they haven't really had success with the deep shots. They haven't taken a whole lot of them. They're going to have to try to find a way to push something downfield and pick up a 30, 40-yard gain.
Single back set, and Newsom gets split out into the slot on the left. Three-step drop, and Allen just has to get rid of it. Pass rush nearly got home.
Well, just wasn't able to get that one off. He's going, to the little flat route, but the contact, and then there was coverage on the guy also, so it might not have been the worst thing.
Draw play, Longtree bouncing outside to the left, runs into Huffman, cuts back inside and gets 3.
Yeah, I didn't like him starting outside there. He winds up cutting it back in, shows some good agility there, but Texas just too quick and reacting to it. Another long third down here for Oregon.
3rd and 7, single back set, Longtree on the sideline for this third down. It's a 3-step drop. Allen dancing into coverage, and Connor Looney there to break it up.
Connor Looney is just everywhere right now in this Texas secondary. He's been on some huge pass breakups. That's another one for him. Well, he jumps in front of that ball. If he doesn't make that play and that thing slips through, that could be a touchdown for him.
Inside of a minute to play here in this opening half, and Taraj Walker looking for a good return, and he'll able to set up Vito Pepino at the 32, 33-yard line. This offense, one play, 75 yards on their last drive.
Well, they did it on the first drive, then they punted 5 times in a row. So what are they going to do here? Can they push the ball down the field and try to at least get 3 points out of this?
They'll go with a quick throw towards the sideline, but a little too far in front of his receiver. 2nd down.
Well, it feels like they might be trying to bait Oregon here a little bit, try to get him to play up. Don't know if Oregon's going to buy that or not, but Texas wanting to go for another one of those shot plays.
Empty backfield. Pepino going to the left side, and the catch is made, and a first down for Lenny Lyons.
Well, a nice little out route there, and he leads them perfectly enough where he can turn upfield and get extra yards after the catch.
Texas burns their first time out. Empty backfield again for Vito Pepino. Trips, bottom of the screen. Pepino going short and fighting to get close to the marker is Carson Meeks.
Well, and again, Texas, they've got time. They've got timeouts here, but, they're not really pushing the ball yet.
Empty backfield on 2nd down. Pepino loads up left side, broken up by Mitchell Fritz.
Well, that's one of the first mistakes that we made. He just left that one too short, didn't put enough air under it. Usually he's really precise. Got lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Brandon Black and Taraj Walker in the backfield here on 3rd down. Play fake, quick throw. Taraj Walker breaks one, and he's got the first down for the Longhorns with 1 timeout remaining.
Well, Taraj Walker fights for that first down. Otherwise, we might have been seeing a really long field goal with him.
4 receivers on the field. They're all in tight to the formation. Pepino floats it to the corner, and he's got the first down for Fields.
Well, another perfectly placed ball. Fields does a great job keeping his feet in, catches the ball, then gets out of bounds, so it stops the clock, and they don't have to use their last timeout.
Vito Pepino up to 222 passing already tonight.
It hasn't looked super impressive, but the numbers are there.
From the Oregon 22 with 14 seconds to play in the half and a timeout for Texas. Empty backfield. Pepino blitz off the edge, and he runs into it. Talal Ilaga.
Ilaga coming in off the edge there. I don't think Pepino ever saw him coming, and I think that was the biggest issue. Now then they're hurrying.
They're able to get the snap off. 2 seconds. Pepino scrambling right, throwing on the run, and the catch is made. Touchdown, Texas. Josh Huffman for 6.
Well, I know fans were screaming, take the timeout, kick the field goal. Pepino says, you realize I'm back-to-back player of the week? He throws it off of his back foot, finds Huffman, the DB at wide receiver, and it's in for a touchdown. More magic out of Vito Pepino.
Well, that's just one of those things we see. We've had people complain about quarterbacks making bad decisions at halftime, bad decisions, this, that, and the other. Pepino is doing what looks like it's going to be a bad decision, and he turns it into magic right there. And again, he didn't even throw to one of his offensive players. Threw to Huffman, cornerback playing wide receiver, who comes in and plays wide receiver right there, gets a quick touchdown.
The magic by Vito Pepino is what will carry Texas into the half, up 21-12 over the visiting Ducks. And as we go into the studio for the halftime, guys, an impressive first half for Texas. Not the way they started, but the way they finished it offensively, especially for one Vito Pepino.
Well, wise man once told me it's not how you get there, just as long as you get there. And Pepino struggled a little bit, had a nice first drive, then punts 5 times in a row. Now he's got touchdowns on his last 2 drives, got momentum going into the half. They're going to start with the ball in the second half as well, right? So, I mean, things kind of looking up for Texas right now.
And another thing here is this Oregon defense has done a good job until they're at the end of, being able to contain this Texas offense. But, those 2 quick scores there at the end, they changed the complexion of the game to me. This is now there's more onus, there's more pressure on Oregon's offense to produce.
Look at the 2 offenses, 10 minutes in time of possession for Oregon, 8 for Texas. Both have really been reliant on the passing game, just Texas has had more success. And if some reason you missed that last play of the half, it's going to end up in the highlights channel on Discord. I guarantee you that. Pepino scrambling right, throwing on the run to Huffman, who had to break a tackle and then turn upfield and get 6 as we come into the second half looking for more magic from Texas.
Well, and I said Texas was going to start with the ball. Oregon did. I got confused on where it is, who started with the ball. But great opportunity here for Texas to get a stop and give it back to Pepino. Imperative, I think, for Oregon to shut down this momentum.
Oregon is going to need a little magic out of their quarterback. Jefferson Allen taking the field. He's thrown a pick already, and the Ducks have yet to get into the end zone as Allen goes short. Puma Longtree fighting for a first down. Gets a modest gain of 8.
Don't hate to play there on first down. Get Longtree involved in the passing game. Give it some distance there. Shorten your second downs considerably. And, Oregon just needs to find a way. Doesn't matter how long it takes them, just get it in the end zone.
2 yards to go to move the sticks. They go with the read option keeper, Jefferson Allen, lumbering into the open field. Look at Jefferson Allen go. Fights through a tackle, gets it down inside the 15.
Well, we haven't seen Pepino's legs much tonight. Jefferson Allen says, oh, hey, by the way, I got a little bit of legs. He kind of looked like Pepino running the ball there, showing good athleticism, good vision, picks up the nice gain.
Well, it's not the big moves or whatever, but the big man gets going like that. You see there's guys trying to drag him down. They're not able to do it.
Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Only second trip of the night into the red zone for the Oregon Ducks. Single back set and a 7-step drop as Allen has to throw it away.
Well, just great coverage there by Texas. They didn't give him anybody open. And a smart job there by Allen not to try to force it and maybe throw a pick. He just throws it away, lives to fight another day.
They'll come back under center. 2 tight ends on the field, 1 to either side. And the give to Longtree running left on the stretch run. Gets it out to the 10.
Well, it's a mix-up play a little bit, and Longtree does get 5 yards out of it, so it's all right. But at this point, 3rd and 5, again, Oregon knocking on the door, I
would have liked to see him keep it outside a little bit more. It looked like he had more room than cutting it inside when he did.
Ragnar Wood, he's been a busy guy tonight. 7 tackles for him. As Allen stands in over the middle, deep. Frost, touchdown Oregon.
Well, Frost was wide open on that dig route, and Allen wasted no time getting it. Finally, they get an offensive touchdown. They're still behind, but at least they got some momentum here to start the half, and they finally push one into the end zone.
That's got to feel like a monkey off the back for them, right?
Well, it's got to be a huge sigh of relief from Frosty and the rest of the Ducks offensive coaching staff, because it's like they kept getting close, but they had to kick the field goal. Okay, now they've proven they can beat this Texas defense. They can get in the end zone on it.
Taraj Walker will bring this one out from his own goal line, and decent return for him, spun down at about the 28, and out comes Vito Pepino. 3 passing touchdowns for him tonight to go with what has been already an impressive 2-game start for him.
Well, he's got 3 drives that end in long touchdowns, 5 that ended in punts. Last 2 long touchdowns. Can he keep that string going?
From the gun, he'll go with the read option keeper. Pepino cannot get away from the Jedi at middle linebacker.
Well, Jedediah Longtree, again, reads that option very well. We saw Pepino a lot last week being able to break loose and break those big runs. Longtree's in spy on him right there and just doesn't allow it to happen.
From the gun on 2nd and 11, 4 wide on the field, trips to the left, play fake, and pass over the middle is complete. Oliver Fields makes it a very short 3rd down.
Well, this is what they need. They need these short 3rd downs. You don't want to find themselves in long 3rd downs. Both Oregon and Texas have found themselves in a lot of those. But they got to catch it. Remember Gunderson dropping one on this situation. You got to catch it on 3rd down.
2-by-2 set. Pepino, the give to Brandon Black, and he's able to get his way through for the first down. Not quite out to midfield.
Well, Texas does a good job right there. They stretch out the defense a little bit horizontally. They get Jedediah Longtree out of the middle of the field, and then they run that thing right up the middle to pick up the short yardage needed.
From their own 49, Pepino, quick throw to the left side and just through the fingertips of Oliver Fields.
Well, that's a little bit of a questionable throw there. There's 2 receivers, 2 defenders. Things could have went wrong there. Maybe intentionally tried to throw it away.
The gun in a 2-by-2 set. Pepino, quick throw over the middle, and that pass is dropped. Wanted Gunderson, but it sets up a long 3rd down instead.
Yeah, and again, we see this Oregon defense starting to look more like they did earlier in the game. They're starting to play these pass routes a little closer. So, brings them a long 3rd down for the Longhorns.
Pepino standing in, dancing around, throws it downfield, and a first down. Oliver Fields has been the go-to guy in those situations.
Well, a great job by Fields to find the hole in the zone. He sits down there. Pepino with a great pass on the sideline. Excellent awareness by Fields, keeps his feet in, absorbs the hit, and then gets the first down. Great job by Texas. Their offense is starting to roll. You got to be a little bit concerned if you're a fan of Oregon.
Vito Pepino had to stand in and take a shot from Talol Ilaga. So on first down, wide receiver screen. 2-2 Longtree kicking himself for a missed opportunity.
Oh, boy, if Tutu gets his hands on that thing, he's probably gone the other way. Yeah, he's going to wish he had that one back.
Empty backfield as Pepino avoids disaster on first down. We'll see what he does on 2nd down. As he stands in over the middle, and Brandon Fowler gets close to the first down.
Well, they set themselves up with another short 3rd down. They've gone to Black a couple of times. They got one. They didn't get the other one. Maybe a read option here or just hand it off to Black again. Empty backfield, though, so quarterback draw possibly.
It's very possible. We'll see what they do. Pepino to throw. Out route there, and Lyons gets the first down.
It's just a well-run route, well-run play right there. Lyons runs. The cornerback is more concerned with the underneath route there. He just runs behind him in the hole in the zone, picks up the first.
So Vito Pepino works his offense down into the red zone here against the Ducks, and they're going to empty out the backfield yet again. 4 wide at the bottom of the screen as Pepino, blitz coming, floats it through the back of the end zone. Didn't like what he saw.
Well, that one actually looked like he overthrew it, and he did. I thought the first touchdown he overthrew it, he dropped it in perfectly. I was going to lose my stuff if that one would have dove down and into the arms of his receiver.
2-by-2 set from the right hash. Pepino dancing, comes back to the left, and dangerous throw, nearly intercepted. Puna Mortensen is testing Pepino's patience.
I tell you what, he just keeps getting his hands on them.
Long 3rd and 10. Pepino dancing, floats it to the sideline, broken up by Oregon, and another missed opportunity by Tutu Longtree.
Well, this is something we haven't seen from Pepino this season. Too many passes are touching the hands of Oregon defenders. And we talked about the missed opportunities and all the field goals early on. Are these dropped interceptions going to come back to bite them late?
Well, you got to think that right now, Tutu Longtree and Puna Mortensen are both thinking, man, that's at least 3 that we could have taken away. Instead, they give up 3 points to Texas, but Oregon gets the ball back.
Skylar Quall with a field goal here tonight from 36 yards out. First time he's been called upon for that. Oregon, on the other hand, they've had to ask Justin Case to do a lot of work tonight, and that has really been the problem that Oregon has suffered, although they solved that problem on their last drive with a touchdown. Well,
they did get one. Now, can they add to it? They got an opportunity here. Texas, you got to feel like Pepino's confidence is rocked a little bit with all those passes that have touched the Oregon hands. They have to settle for a field goal. Can they get a touchdown here and put a little bit more pressure on Pepino? Maybe finally force them to throw an interception.
Well, and the biggest thing to me, we talked about, but they probably got the monkey off their back scoring the touchdown. But the fact of it is, at this point in the game now, they've got to keep it up. They've got to keep pace with Texas because Texas, again, their offense, after those 5 straight punts, has shown they've started to show some life again.
Texas' last 3 drives have ended in points as Puma Longtree gets a carry on first down. Modest gain, gets half the distance to the first down marker.
Yeah, and again, with Oregon, they're starting it out, slow, 2nd and 5 here. Jefferson Allen just testing this Texas defense, seeing if he can find the hole.
Allen to throw. Dancing in the pocket under duress, and he has to throw it away. 3rd and medium.
Well, I don't like him throwing across his body there. I don't know if he was trying to throw it away. He lost the handle on it, kind of throws it into the ground. Just throw that to the direction you're running.
4 wide, trip stop the screen. Allen against a 3-man rush over the middle, and not enough for a first down as Puma Longtree.
Well, just again, they run it a little bit short of the marker there, and they're expecting Longtree to maybe catch it, make a play there, but Texas does a good job of holding it at the spot of the catch. Forces an Oregon punt.
3 and out, courtesy of the Texas defense, is Taraj Walker on the punt return and got absolutely rocked.
I didn't see the license plate of that truck that just hit him.
No, but I'm sure that there's a billboard on a highway somewhere that you can call a number to get help with that.
Oregon showing blitz, empty backfield for Vito Pepino, but they're going to bring Taraj Walker into it. And Pepino floats it to a wide open receiver who breaks the tackle. Lenny Lyons down the left sideline, and he will score.
Well, I didn't think he was going to get it. Cash Jackson missed the block, but Lyons breaks the tackle. Then Jackson goes and gets the block, breaks him open. That's 4 long passing touchdowns tonight, and another 4 passing touchdowns for Vito Pepino.
3 weeks straight for Vito Pepino, 4 passing touchdowns.
Even Bevo's going to have to get up on that one. He's getting a little more excited now. A little bored with the offense early on, but now he's starting to get a little life back, a little life to him.
So out comes Skylar Quall to add to this lead, and Matt, it's a point you made earlier that at this point Oregon has got to find a way just to keep up with Texas.
Well, we talked about it. I never believed that Texas is going to get shut down all night long. Oregon did a really good job of giving themselves a chance to build a lead. The problem was they were only cashing in with field goals. Now that's coming back to bite them because Texas has woke up.
Tyson Kane played on special teams, able to track down Puma Longtree and bring him down. And so he is out to his own 23-yard line where Jefferson Allen will go to work out of the pistol. Allen with the tight end Newsome in motion. Read option keeper Jefferson Allen off the left side gets rocked by Cavelli.
Well, Jefferson Allen does a good job picking up a few yards right there. I'd like to see him hold on to the ball a little bit quicker than he did, but that's kind of a fumble waiting to happen. Cavelli comes in, drops the big hit, but hey, it's 4 yards.
2nd down and medium here for the Ducks. Midway through this 3rd quarter, and the Longhorns looking like they're going to bring a blitz. They will, as Allen can't get the pass off. He's sacked. Ragnar Wood got home.
Well, Wood's having himself a nice game. 8 tackles, 2 for a loss. He's got a sack. He's being a big presence. Connor Looney is another guy that's having himself a nice game. Texas is having a lot of different guys that are standing up and making plays, and it's putting a lot of pressure on this Oregon offense, and they haven't been able to overcome it right now.
Allen out of the gun on a long 3rd down. They set up the halfback screen for Puma Longtree. Blocking in front, and he chose the wrong way, got pushed out of bounds, 2 yards shy of the marker.
Well, and again, that's going to force Oregon to have to punt, give the ball back to Texas, whose offense is again building momentum. Not a spot Oregon wants to be in right now.
So another 3 and outs for Texas, back-to-back 3 and outs. In fact, it's Raj Walker going to try to get it close to midfield. They'll spot him at the 49-yard line, and Vito Pepino, he's going back to work.
Well, we'll see. Can he get his first 5 touchdown passing night of his career? If you guys are wondering what's the passing touchdown record for a season, 42 by Ray Tatum. Now, that was in 12 games. So Pepino can only get 11 at most, and that would have to be as a wild card. He's got a little bit of work cut out for him to try to hit 42, but 12 in your first 3 games, not too bad.
It's not too bad, I would say. Also not too bad. 356 passing yards for 3 straight weeks.
Yeah, I mean, and that's with punting 5 times in a row.
Yeah. Vito Pepino in the gun. Ball spotted his own 49. They run speed option. Pepino breaks 1 tackle. Still on his feet. Throws out a stiff arm to help get him close to the marker.
Well, he fights through 1 tackle and throws out a stiff arm, knocks the defender out of the way, gets him to 2nd inches.
Brandon Black to the right of Pepino. 4 wide, trips bomb the screen, and a read option keeper. Pepino gets away from Mortensen. Did he get enough? No. Stop just shy.
Well, that's a good job by Mortensen to contain him there, pushes him to the side, kept him from getting the first down, but 3rd and inches, it's a decent conversion rate here.
2 tight ends on the field as well, one to either side. They're going to motion Tyson Caneblade over to the right. Speed option that side. Pepino keeps it, cannot get the first down. Stop just short.
Tudu Longtree is the one that gets in there and makes that stop. So credit to the Oregon defense. They try to go to the run game. We haven't really seen it. They've completely bottled up Vito Pepino running the ball tonight.
Yeah, they did a good job on that one. We see, Juby's in chat saying, oh, that was the first, and, hey, it was close. He didn't get it, but they're on 3rd down. Nah, he got pushed backwards. It was all over with. So, Oregon gets another shot here. They're down 12 points. They need a touchdown, obviously, but they're going to have to do something different on offense.
Inside of 3 minutes of play with the touchback, they'll start at their own 20. Single back set, Jefferson Allen. The draw play, Puma Longtree outside to the right. He's got the edge. Puma Longtree in a foot race down the right sideline and tracked down inside the Texas 35.
Giovanni Cavelli is the one that comes across and is able to run him down. Longtree, quick little dude, and he gets down that right sideline. Great angle taken by Cavelli to prevent that touchdown.
Well, we're used to seeing Ragnar Wood make those big plays in the run game right there, but he was blocked pretty well on that play, and then we see, Longtree able to break loose.
Pistol set. Longtree needs a breather on the sideline after that long run, so they go to the walk-on, and he cannot replicate that success. Only a yard for him.
We talked about it before. The walk-ons weren't going to have a good go of it against this defense, and so far that's holding up and standing to be true.
Just in time with his 5th tackle tonight as Jefferson Allen goes to the gun, 4 wide, pumps left, looking, steps up, shakes off a sack, and has to throw it in the dirt.
Well, does a good job of shaking off the sack or whatever. It probably just has to get rid of the ball. Held on to it a long time right there, though. So, good coverage by the Texas defense.
3rd and 9 for the Ducks. Newsom, the tight end, in motion. Allen setting up halfback screen for Puma Longtree with Fears in pursuit. Longtree cannot get the first down.
Well, they're only 2 for 11 on 3rd downs tonight. You're just not going to win a lot of ball games when you're converting less than 20% of your 3rd down attempts. I don't like the play call there. You're going to bring on another field goal attempt to try to make it a 10-point game.
A 44-yarder from the left hash, and just in case puts it through. He's been perfect tonight.
Well, 9-point game. My math was off. That's unlike me. Usually I got my math going there. But so it's a 9-point game, but it's still a 2-score game. And that field goal doesn't really help you a whole lot. I mean, you still got, 10 minutes and 41 seconds left in this game, but you got to start getting touchdowns.
Well, there's a way to try to help out your defense. Talali Laga clocks Walker at the 16.
Well, he's helping out, I guess, on special teams. I don't know if it's going to wear him out a little bit. That's going to be the key now is how do substitutions things affect these teams in the 4th quarter.
Read option keeper. Pepino runs into Alaga, and then the rest of the Ducks get over there, a gain of 3.
Alaga the first one to get there, and then big Jedediah Longtree comes in to make sure that Pepino doesn't break loose again for Texas.
Jedediah Longtree tonight, 11 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss credited to him as Pepino going to tuck it and run off the right side, cuts back upfield, cuts back to the outside, and Vito Pepino doing what he did last week.
Well, they held him to 6 yards on 9 carries before that run, and finally he breaks one off, showing his vision, his elusiveness, and his athletic ability there, creating some space on the outside. And that's one of the things that makes him dangerous. We haven't seen it in this game, but if he starts to get that going into the 4th quarter, Oregon's going to be in trouble.
The gun on 1st and 10 as we near the 1 minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Wide receiver screen, Oliver Fields stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we see the big hit right there by Oregon. I didn't catch the number. It was
Pinesaw.
Yeah, it was Pinesaw comes through, and he reads that really well. Again, I like it when the defenders don't go for the pass when they know they can't get there. They just make the secure hit, make the stop.
2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at their own 38, and Pepino with Brandon Black to his right, 4 wide, trips top the screen, Pepino to throw. And he will go to the right side, and what a job there by Pinesaw, coming back to back it down.
Well, just add it to the list. Pinesaw makes a great play right there. I'm not sure he could have brought that one in, but it's another one that Oregon got their hands on defense and didn't take down.
Long 3rd down, they go to the draw play, and Brandon Black is stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 2, and so Texas will have to punt.
Well, they kind of gave up on that drive. I know they're trying to catch him sleeping a little bit, They haven't had the best success on third downs either. They're trying to see if maybe we can create something. But that can open up things in the fourth quarter. They're like, okay, they might run a draw here, and they can open up passes.
Punt is away, fielded from his own 21. Kai Brummer able to get out across at 33. So Oregon trailing by 9, and as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter, the Ducks, they need something to go their way offensively.
Well, they need touchdowns, and they need to get some guys open. A big play touchdown would really be a shot in the arm for them.
Read option keeper on the midline, and Jefferson Allen gets close to a first down, gain of 8 for him.
Well, again, it's like Mike said. They've got to get touchdowns here. They've got to keep this momentum going. The drives where they've looked the best, Jefferson Allen's thrown the ball early, moved the ball down the field.
That's how we end the third quarter. Oregon down by 9, but can they pull off the comeback? Stick around, find out. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube Live. Start of the fourth quarter on a night where this Oregon offense is asked just in case to kick and make 5 field goals tonight as Longtree gets a couple and is able to get the first down.
I don't know how that was a first down. It looked like he was clearly a yard short. Somehow the refs gave it to him.
I saw it the same way.
Puma Longtree taking a breather on the sideline on this first down. The walk-on Todd Martin checks in, and they'll go to him on the angle route, and true to walk-on form, he drops it.
Well, and again, Todd Martin, when Longtree's not in there, it is a liability. We see these walk-ons causing that kind of problem.
From the gun, 4 wide, trips bottom of the screen. Longtree checks back into the backfield as Allen goes short over to the left. Chance Sanders gets 4.
It's another case where he led him too far right there. You know, he had a little space in front of him, but Allen leads him out of bounds and brings up a 3rd and 6.
Oregon is 2 of 11 on third downs tonight. This is their 12th try added as Allen floats it to the sideline, and they will convert Sanders again.
Well, he puts good touch on it on that one and hits him right on the sideline. Sanders gets out of bounds. Get the first down, but again, we talked about this all night. Can they get into the red zone? Can they put it in the end zone? Only done it once tonight.
Allen pumps right. He's going to look. Takes a shot down the right side into double coverage, and he overthrows his intended target.
Probably a smart play with the overthrow right there. I mean, there's double coverage on his receiver, so throws it, nobody's going to get to that one.
2 tight ends on the field for this second down. One of them comes in motion to the right, and out of the pistol, they go to Longtree, bouncing outside to the right, cuts up field, and he's a yard short of the marker, but it's 3rd down.
Well, good vision there by Longtree. Starts inside, sees it's clogging up, goes to the outside, finds some room, gets a 9-yard run there. Now he's up to 6 yards per carry, so he's having a little bit better night than he had earlier on.
From their own 34-yard line, Jefferson Allen in the gun. Puma Longtree is absent on this 3rd down. Trips left. They give it to the walk-on Todd Martin, and he's not going to get the first down. Nick Harley stops him short.
And I like the decision here. Go for it. Go for it here on 4th and inches. Try to get this thing. You've got the ball on their side of the field. Try to get it. Keep this drive going.
Allen to throw, 3-step drop. He's got Newsome to move the sticks.
Well, you got a reliable tight end like Newsome. Might as well go to him, especially on a key 4th down. They convert it still early in this quarter. If they get any kind of points here and they can get a stop against this Texas offense, they're doing okay.
Tyson Kane-Blake, 6 tackles for him tonight as Jefferson Allen empties out the backfield. 5 wide, throwing over the middle. Pass caught by the walk-on Martin.
Well, Martin does a good job of hauling that one in, and he's not able to do anything after the fact, but going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Oregon here. Jefferson Allen doing a pretty good job here of finding, a way to move the ball.
From the Texas 23, out of the pistol, Allen dancing, and he will throw it into cover. Dragnar Wood nearly had the pick.
Well, we've talked about the dropped interceptions by the Oregon defense. Now Texas drops one there. Could have possibly been a play that could have maybe sealed the game.
The gun on 3rd and medium. 3rd and 5 to be exact as Newsome in motion. Play fake. Allen steps up. Thrown end zone. Batted away. Great coverage by Mark Cole.
I like the shot. I like, hey, go for the jugular on this one right here, but just better coverage right there. Texas has been great on those shot plays.
I kind of like to see him kick a field goal here, to be honest.
Oregon going to go for it, playing aggressive. Allen dances to the right, goes short. Chance Sanders, a first down and more. Sanders pushed out of bounds at the 2.
Well, I mean, prove me wrong, I guess. They go underneath there. Sanders, I thought he was just going to get the first down, but he finds some room on the outside, turns it upfield. Now they're down inside the 10. Now they have to convert and get it in the end zone.
I agree with you 100%, Mike. And I was with you. The smart money is kicking the field goal right there. Make this a one-score game. But, hey, again, they converted. Now you're in a spot exactly right. You got to score here.
This first and goal from the 2 is the 14th play of the current drive. And they go with the goal line set. Longtree fighting. Can't get there.
I think that's where Longtree can come back to bite you. He doesn't have the size and power to power through on those goal line drives.
But he's got an echo.
Didn't help.
Out of the gun, Allen. Longtree not in for this. Midline read. Jefferson Allen. He got turned away.
Well, what a stop there as Connor Looney comes up big, fills the hole, keeps him out. Can they do it one more time?
Just in time, his 8th tackle of the night. I formation. Longtree is not in the backfield. And they go to Todd Martin, and he got turned away.
Well, they tried to go to the walk-on. He's a little bit bigger, but that didn't work out for him either, but they're going to go for it. 4th attempt here from inside the 5.
They're going again, and Martin's still in the backfield.
18th play of the current drive. They go back to Martin, and this time on 4th down, he scores.
If at first you don't succeed, try, and try again.
Exactly right, and they go with Martin again. At some point, they think we're going to wear this line down. We're going to wear these front down. He's going to get a little bit of space. They finally got it. They got the touchdown they had to have, Mike.
Well, it only took him 18 plays, but...
Is that it?
Oh, that's all it took. But they're finally able to get into the touchdown. 2 points now separating them from Texas. Inside of 6 minutes to play. And the walk-on Keith Wood, the 3rd-string running back, got the credit for the score. Now Texas gets to go back to work.
Unfortunately, we don't have drive records, but I don't know if we've seen an 18-play drive before. That's impressive.
I don't remember one quite that long, but you got to consider what kind of attrition did that put on the Texas defense.
Vito Pepino in the gun, 4 wide for him. And he'll go with a wide receiver screen for Fields. It's for no gain.
Pint saw Johnny on the spot there. Jumps up, shuts it down. Fields nowhere to go.
Well, Matt, you talked about the attrition on the Texas defense. How about how well rested Oregon's defense is now?
That's got to help a lot in this situation.
Vito Pepino in the gun. He'll look to throw on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, pass caught. Fields, a first down and more out to the 44-yard line.
Well, Fields is definitely making his presence felt. Had 167 yards coming in. Got almost that much just in this game tonight.
8 catches, 144 yards for him as Pepino, a 375-yard passing night, looking to go back up over 400 yards.
Well, there is a very good chance that if they score here and they go on to win this game, that he could win Player of the Week again.
The trifecta. Pepino pumps left, takes a shot at the left side on the corner. There's Gunderson for a first down himself.
Well, Texas loves these corner routes. They love these out routes, and we see it there. Pepino hits him right where he needs to. Another first down for the Longhorns. Oregon needs to come up with a stop here. At worst, they need to try to hold them to a field goal, or else this is, time is starting to get against them.
From the Oregon 41, Vito Pepino sent up the halfback screen. They go to Brandon Black, and he is bottled up, had nowhere to go. It's a loss of 5.
That was an excellent job, Kai Brummer, coming down to blow that one up. Not giving them anything there, reading it well, and they're going to stop him for a loss. However, last time we saw Texas in this situation, 2nd and 15, first down, next play. Can they do it again?
Backed up to the Oregon 46-yard line here. 4 wide. 3 wide, excuse me. The tight end coming in motion is Carson Meeks from left to right, and Pepino gets a 3-man rush. Gonna tuck it and run. Pepino cuts back inside, and he will slide to make it 3rd and 5.
Does a good job right there. Pepino drops back, looks, doesn't see anything, takes off, picks up 10 of the yards it's needed, brings up a more manageable 3rd and 5.
5 of 13 on 3rd downs are the Longhorns tonight, and this is their 14th try at it. Draw play, Brandon Black got stuffed for a loss of 1. Great job by Travis Baldwin.
Well, that's the second time in a row, or second drive in a row, that they ended the drive trying to run a halfback draw. I don't like it, but they're going for it on 4th down.
4th and 6. Texas keeping their offense out on the field. Trips bunch to the left. Raj Walker checks in. Pepino throwing middle. First down for Cash Jackson down to the 21.
Well, Mason Gamba says in chat, my guy Cash has been quiet. And just like that, he comes up with a big play on 4th down.
His second catch of the night, and it is to keep the drive alive. 4 wide here, trip stop to screen. Pepino moving into his pocket, throwing back to the middle and off the fingertips of his receiver.
Just a heck of a throw right there, able to just barely get it off. Not able to haul it in, but Pepino, that was clutch.
2 backs in the backfield. Taraj Walker is one of them. Brandon Black getting a breather on the sideline as Pepino in trouble, and he has to throw it away.
Well, it's a good job there. He's getting pressure, doesn't see anything he likes, just throws it away. That's one thing we've seen a lot from Pepino early on in this season, is that he's really good at throwing those away.
2-by-2 set, Vito Pepino. The look to throw. Throwing, fade to the end zone, and it's intercepted. His first pick of the night, and it is Mitchell Fritz who comes up with it.
Well, he finally throws a pick. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. I thought Cash Jackson had that, but he left it just a little bit too short. And Fritz, Johnny on the spot, gets the pick. Now Oregon, it's their game to win.
Absolutely.
Well, at some point it had to happen, but that is the first interception in Pepino's young career as Allen on the read option keeper gets it out to the 21.
Well, it's a decent first play right there. You've got momentum going your way. You just forced Pepino's first turnover of the season. Can you capitalize on it? Can you drive down the field?
It only took 12 touchdown passes before he finally threw a pick, but kudos to the Oregon defense right when they needed it most as Allen keeps it himself in the midline, 3rd and 4.
A little concerned about this play calling here. You go with the read option 2 plays in a row, and you don't get much for it. Now, you got a short 3rd and 4, but you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive on this drive.
Single max set, 3 wide. Allen under center, 5-step drop, and he can't step up. He lost the football, and Nick Harley recovers at the 16.
Well, and that's the downside of finding yourself in 3rd downs. You try to go with something deeper there. You go with the deeper drop, and Harley is there to blow you up. Actually, that wasn't Harley. That was Remington Buck that gets in there, hits him, forces the fumble, and actually Texas jumps on top of it for the turnover. I thought Oregon recovered it at first. That was Oregon's game to win, and now it's Texas's game to lose, I guess.
If they can get, a touchdown here especially.
Black gets the carry, but he will lose 3. John McAdams in the backfield. So the Oregon defense doing what they can to come up with another turnover.
Well, the Texas defense did what they needed to, and they got the turnover. Trying to get another one out of this offense, I don't see it. The best you can hope for, I think, here is a field goal.
So Pepino out of the gun, going to let time tick away. 4 wide, 2-by-2 set. And Brandon Black back in the backfield and to the right of Pepino.
Well, they're going to run out the clock here. Try to take as much time off the clock as they can. If they score, they want to do it with as little time left as possible.
So Vito Pepino looking to rebound after his first career interception. He'll go with a triple option, and he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage and a long 3rd down.
Oregon's going to take their first time out right there. 3rd and 13. Let's see what Pepino dials up. He's going to go for the dagger.
Read option keeper. Pepino with a stiff arm, and then he gets decked by Longtree.
Well, and Oregon's smart with their timeouts. They're giving them plenty of time. Now they got 2:13. They got more than enough time, assuming they kick this field goal, to get a touchdown.
From 34 yards away, Skylar Paul is good, and now only 5 points.
So just
separate the two.
Throw something out here. Oregon could drive down, score, get a 2-point conversion. Texas could rebound, drive it down the field, get a field goal, and then we could go to overtime.
It's a lot of buts, or ifs, or coulds, but hey, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's as outside the realm of possibility as we think. However, Oregon still only got 1 touchdown in this game.
That's the concern. Jefferson Allen looking to rectify that, though, with this drive. He will start on his own 27. Allen over the middle, pass incomplete for D. Frost.
Well, he hits Frost over the middle. Defender gets in, gets some contact. Frost not able to hold on to it. At this point, Oregon's receivers, they got to have some sticking on their hands. They can't be dropping balls.
From the gun, Jefferson Allen, 3 wide, Newsome the man in motion. They have 1 timeout remaining as Oregon, as Allen goes short and it's incomplete again.
I don't like how conservative they're being here. I know a lot of teams are like, okay, let's just play for the touchdown. We're not playing for a second drive. I like to hedge my bets. If I don't get it on this drive and I just get a field goal, I want to leave myself time. I don't know if they're going to do it being this conservative.
And off on the draw for the walk-on Martin. He's got 4, 4th and 6.
And that might have been one of the worst third down play calls I've seen.
I think they knew they were going for it on 4th down. They were trying to make it more manageable, but it is a little concerning.
Texas showing blitz, 4th and 6. Out of the pistol, Allen. Blitz in his face, goes short of the marker. Newsome doesn't get there. Texas takes over.
They brought the house, and now Oregon's only got 1 timeout. So will Texas run out the clock? They're going to have to pin their ears back. They're going to have to go for that ball, try to force a strip, and create a turnover.
Need a big hit from one of these guys, one of these long trees. Somebody, they've got to make a big play here.
Read option keeper, and Vito Pepino gets 9. Oregon has to burn their last timeout.
Well, and how fitting would it be if Vito Pepino caps this drive with a touchdown and really seals the win?
Oregon with a blitz, and it got through, but Pepino able to keep it, and he lost a football, and Texas jumps on top of it. The walk-on Ed Morris.
Wow. they did exactly what they needed to. They forced the fumble,
And they had a guy there.
and they don't jump on top of it.
I mean, he's there, and he doesn't get to the ball, and Texas is able to recover. Okay, talk about things rolling your way. That ball rolled Texas's way that time, and to their credit, they've still got the ball.
It feels like that is a microcosm of what has gone on tonight for Oregon, that they just get close enough,
The ball isn't bouncing their way.
and they just can't seal the deal. 3rd and a yard, time ticking away, and Texas, they just need the first down to call it a night.
Well, we talked about this earlier on. Those 5 field goals, are they going to come back and look at those and think they left some points on the board? They've got their hands on some passes. A couple of them could have been interceptions.
Read option keeper, Pepino didn't get there.
Well, they're going to get a kick return here after the field goal. So they're going to need a kick 6 to tie this one up.
It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this last little bit, except that Texas, sometimes when you're playing really well, you can also get a little lucky.
Do they have Chris Davis back there to return this possibly?
I bet they wish they did.
From 48 yards away is Skylar Quall, and from the right hash.
Not going to be the easiest kick from the right hash. And here, the interesting thing is, it's almost better for Texas if they don't hit this field goal. I think they got a better chance of returning a kick for a touchdown than they do converting a Hail Mary from the 35-yard line.
Quall puts it up, and he delivers.
8-point game, and it's going to come down to a kickoff. Now the big thing is can Quall force a touchback? If he can force a touchback, then they got to throw an 80-yard Hail Mary. If he leaves it short, they can return it for a touchdown possibly.
So the kick is away, and fielding it from his own 2 is Kai Brommer down the right sideline. Brommer pushed out of bounds as time expires, and Texas able to hold on for the win here in Austin.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest game. The 5 drives with no points and punts for Pepino weren't the nicest looking. It wasn't the most stellar performance, but at the end of the day, wins are wins. And even though you got to feel like Oregon got a little lucky, things didn't bounce their way, Texas did what they had to. They put themselves in those situations, and they were able to come away with a win. Oregon's just got to be a little bit better. They had opportunities, and they just couldn't capitalize on them.
Well, they had their chances, but they left a lot of points on the field with all the field goals and things like that. So, it was a great game. Just left some stuff on the field. Got a feeling this won't be the last time we see these guys play.
We're not done. Tomorrow night, Alabama goes on the road into Gainesville to take on the Florida Gators in an SEC matchup, followed by another SEC showdown. Matt's Auburn Tigers are on the road to take on the Miami Hurricanes. It all starts tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on YouTube. For Mike and Matt, I'm David. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.